Hello, today we are talking about Godzilla vs King Kong movie review. So it's about a bunch of scientists that are crazy trying to create a big thing. Like in their world, there are two big, giants, collisions, whatever you want to call them. Godzilla vs King Kong, which is what the movie's about. But Godzilla's there to restore the peace. He's there at one time. He did save them. He's been doing a lot for them, and then recently he attacks them for no reason. They think it's an outburst, but the actual reason is he's connected to these scientists that have created this new Godzilla, which is there supposed to challenge him, and he thinks it's King Kong. So they have a great battle. There's also a girl that can understand King Kong. She's deaf, but she can hear him, or she can speak to him, or she has some psychic language where she can speak with him. But yeah, she can do that. She can connect with him. There's the original person that could relax Kong in it. There's a few other people. There's this guy called Bernie. He's a funny character. He's there because he lost his wife in it. He's there to restore the peace, to find out what's really going on. And he finds out it's this mad project where they're trying to create a new Godzilla, a scientific one, where they want to create his DNA and just want to merge it into something big. King Kong finds his origins. There's quite a lot of stuff that happens, to be fair. King Kong finds his origins. He looks to find his family. They take him to this place where there's dinosaurs, dragons, myths like him laying around, mystery area. But unfortunately, it is all a trap to get him in a cage. But later on they realize they need him. Godzilla vs King Kong happens quite a few times. The first occasion of fight they have is in the sea, in the river. So they're fighting on a boat. So Godzilla attacks King Kong because he's been caged, and they're trying to move him from his home, his safe place. King Kong obviously gets angry. They have a great, I must say, epic battle between them both, fighting each other, going back at it again and again and again, going crazy. Godzilla vs King Kong. Yeah, it's quite interesting. That's the first fight. The second is when they meet in what's it called, in this dungeon, like this underneath where King Kong's family is supposed to be. Is King Kong's origins is around there. They meet there. They take him to some place in Argentina or some cold place, like Poland or something. They take him from one area of the world where he's in a barrier to another area. This other area that he's in, he finds his roots. He's in this special world. They take him. They kind of just merge worlds and take him somewhere where he would probably belong compared to where he is with humans. He's there to check to see if his family's there. He goes crazy, starts jumping around, killing everyone in his way, trying to attack. Dragons attack, even lizards attack. All sorts of creatures attack, but they cannot withstand the power of King Kong. So those are just like side creatures in Midway. There's also a few other creatures there. There's scientists. There's this lady who works for her father, who's trying to get all the data, work for the bad people. She's there to corrupt everything and etc. But she does manage to get a hold of something, but then she realizes that King Kong has noticed later on, so he attacks her because she attacked one of the people he swore to protect, which was the little girl I was telling you about that can psychic speak to him. So yeah, King Kong vs Godzilla is quite the movie. It's quite the thing. But yeah, so Godzilla vs King Kong. It's about that. It's also Godzilla and King Kong at the end they team up and they fight the bad guy. That is kind of like a recap of what really happens. But I'm gonna go into an depth talk on it in a minute. So I'm just going to tell you the main facts, which I've told you right now. Now I'm going to tell you the actual storyline. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. So yeah, the movie delivers, action, thrill, everything. It's quite a lot of stuff mixed together. The storyline, the depth details are basically Godzilla vs King Kong. So Godzilla is he's stuck in this barrier because of not Godzilla. King Kong is stuck in the barrier. And so Godzilla lives in the sea. He's just, he's classified as the hero and not being able to contain. But they've contained King Kong on the other side of the world, or at least kept him safe. And basically, Godzilla makes his mark they somehow have this way where they can connect to each other through different areas, and he makes this mark and King Kong notices. King Kong shoots this little arrow and it hits the barrier and it notices uh, Godzilla thinks he's the bad guy. It kind of, awares and attracts them to fight each other. They are ancient beings where their ancestors did not like each other, so it is bound to happen where they're fighting, but they earn each other's respect later on, whereas they fight a mechanic Godzilla, which is actually stronger than both of them, but with the power of both of them combined and King Kong's actual power, they managed to overtake it at the end, and at the end they're still overpowered, but they shut him down from the system. Yeah, like I said, there's these three kids who want an adventure, and Bernie, the main guy, he's there kind of just to lead them, save them. They go through like a time lapse, where not a time lapse, but like they go through this little portal where they could just, just get to from one place to another real quick. I guess you could call it future stuff, because this is based on the future. So yeah, there's quite a few stuff going on, like Godzilla vs King Kong boat scene, which is about them fighting in the river, where Godzilla is probably gonna win most likely, or he does take quite a big shot, but he does. King Kong does have like humans protecting him and actually helping, but they have a crazy fight, 1-to-1, again and again and again and again, non-stop. Eventually they get rid of Godzilla, but he does get quite a few blows on King Kong, but he lives it this time. The girl is quite afraid and scared, but he sees the tears in the girl's eyes and lives that one. He is sworn to protect her, as he thinks that's her only family, because she was the one that was there when King Kong's family was erased. So she's the last hope, and I guess for him, the last straw. That's also there. He's there, Godzilla vs King Kong, the boat fight scene. It's about it's about a lot of stuff. There's aeroplanes going in to protect. There's like a lot of gun shooting to Godzilla vs King Kong to stop them. There's a lot of blasts. There's a lot of supernatural power from Godzilla. There's a lot of burning. There's a lot of sea falling. There's a lot of river drowning. There's a lot of action, and most importantly, King Kong survives that one. But Godzilla has this evil look in his face later on. Godzilla is quite an OP character. Later on they do have a fight again, and Godzilla takes the win. He shows mercy to King Kong, which is quite surprising. He's about to kill him, and then the actual beast comes along and attacks him. And Godzilla is quite strong, but he's more than the equivalent. The mechanical thing is more than the equivalent. So unfortunately, he doesn't win that one. But after that, with King Kong's actual true powers, he manages to hold him off, and then Godzilla helps. Then they have like this little, fight 1-to-1 with the mechanical, I guess, scientific Godzilla, and a lot of stuff happens. It's crazy, to be honest. So they have a fight. They go 1-to-1 again and again and again. And the last I can remember, because I did watch this movie quite back a few weeks ago, is that they spill it all over, the mechanical system. It overflows, and the guy that's actually controlling Godzilla, the scientific one, he dies. So he's out of control. This mechanical being is just on all go mode. He kills everyone. He turns crazy. Also, what happens is they shut him down from the inner mechanical system by throwing juice, which is unexpected and a funny moment from this kid who's also with this girl, who's trying to discover what her father's really been up to and what's really happening in the world. And it's quite an adventurous, mysterious movie, quite a bits and bobs to it. It's interesting, but I would recommend you watch it. To be honest, I haven't really given away that much of the storyline, just the main parts. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed.
We're nowhere near the areas you flagged.
Well, it looks like he's coming for us anyway.
He's not coming for us.